Hey there everybody, I'm going to show you, oh geez, so zoomed in, zoom out. Alright, I'm gonna show you how to tuck your laces into your shoes so that the laces don't show and they're not bothering you. So let's see, they're inside. What I did was I took the extra laces and I tucked them I added an extra sole. I tucked them under the original shoe sole, and you can see right there, right here, that they're in fact taped to the inside of the sole. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that, and let's get started. Okay, so first, you're going to need a shoe, and it could be any kind of shoe, and you need to have this dedication to tuck your laces under your sole. So the first thing you want to do, take out your sole. Okay, you can put your shoe aside for a second. Let me show you a couple things. So the first thing you want to find is where the arch in your foot is. So I did that by putting my foot up to my sole. Okay. Okay. And I just measured it out and saw where it was. So my sole, my arch is about right here, and that is where you want to put your lace so that you can tuck it under your arch. Next thing you want to do is take your shoe and, alright, it's kind of hard to see, but take your shoe and figure out where on your lace does it start to go onto the bottom. Okay, so right here it touches the bottom at its highest point right about here, so that's about here. Okay, and then from there, well, I'll show you in a second. So before you do this, once you do this, there's no going back, so you might want to tighten your shoe first with the laces, with the soles inside. So I have the original sole, and I'm gonna add another sole from another shoe into here. This is from my previous pair of shoes, which is a half size smaller, so it won't really make a difference, and my foot hasn't grown into this yet completely, so it'll be fine. So I just put this in, and then after you put it in, put your foot in. It'll be a little tighter than normal, and you'll feel that, but what you want to do is just from the top, just tighten your laces a little bit so that you'll have a more snug fit, and it'll give it time to loosen after your laces are under your soles. Alright, so take your first sole out, and that sole is optional, you really don't need it. I just put it in for more comfort. Take the second sole out, which should be the original sole. It should be a little thicker. This is a 6.0 sole, and it's a lot nicer, more comfortable than this sole. This was from a pair, I don't know, they could have either running shoes or whatever. I always keep the soles, I don't know why, it's just a peeve. Alright, so take your shoelace and find the spot where you marked it. Okay, and then you want to take your your sole, and you're gonna want to hold it like this with your foot, with your shoe, and then flip it upside down this way. So just go like that. Okay, so that when after you tape it down, you can just flip it right into your shoe like this. Okay, it just flips right in. So just flip it into your shoe. Okay. Now, next thing is you want to get some kind of strong tape. I have digital camo duct tape here. Scotch tape works too, and I did that for my other pair of shoes. I just like the laces tucked in. I did it for most of my shoes. Okay, so I used this camo duct tape, and no one's gonna see it, so you can just use normal duct tape. It's cheaper anyway. So take your sole. Okay, flip it, and then take the marked spot and put it right in a spot where you marked, where your arch begins. Okay. Okay, so I've decided mine is right here, and basically flip it right, take your marked spot and pull it right about like that. Okay, that's your spot. You'll do that, and then just leave it right there. Okay, grab some tape, not too much, just a thin strip, just about that much. Cut it. Okay. So how I set this up, put it there and tape it down, okay? Right there. Next thing you want to do, you take that, oh whoops, upside down. Take that, okay, and then you'll want to bring the lace back in, just like that. So fold it back over, fold it back over, grab another piece of tape. You might want to pre-cut your tape so that saves time. Okay. So tuck it back over, and then and then you'll want to put a fold in it like that, so that it can come around towards the front. So then put your piece of tape on it after that. Alright. Now, what I did the first time I did this was I just took the lace and just wrapped it around like that. Okay, you won't even feel it, trust me, because of the bottom of your foot is rounded, so you're not really gonna feel that at all. And so I just took that, put that there, cut my tape. Wow, annoying tape. Okay, so I didn't tape the tip. I taped this side right here, and I'll tell you why. Right here, okay, and you want to leave more here, more tape there. And then I took another piece and put it on the other side. My scissors aren't really working. Okay. Okay. And then you kind of want to fold this here so it bends around. And then put this next piece of tape right there, like that. Okay, and make sure you have space here, so that for the other lace you'll have space to come here and then trace it back around on the inside, okay? So, you might want to try that out. So just shove it in there. And if you're using duct tape, the tape won't come off. It's strong enough to hold this, okay? And you can see the lace just goes straight down into the bottom of the sole. You can try it on a little bit, and you'll feel part of it right around here, which is where your arch should begin. Okay? Now, let me take this out. Alright, see, my tape is still intact. Now, get this side. Okay? And do this about the same amount of tape, lace. So just measure it again, going down to the bottom of your sole. That's funny, bottom of your sole. Alright, so mine's right about there. Flip it over. And make sure you go towards the tip. It's gonna really bother you if it's in your heel. I don't know that for a fact, I just feels like it will. Alright, my tape came a little bit loose, so I'm gonna wanna cut this here. Okay. Now a tip I have for this is less is more, okay? So the less lace you have that's not neatly placed, the more comfortable it's gonna feel, okay? So just place that down. Okay. Now from here you're gonna bring it back and then fold it here, okay? Like just like that. Grab another piece of tape. Now lace doesn't fold perfectly, that's why you need strong tape. But once again, any kind of tape works fine, as long as it's not like I don't know, like tape that you would use in like school or something. That doesn't really work. So just take that. Oh my god, it's not working. Not cooperating. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Tape it down. It's kind of messy, but trying to save time by showing you. I'll probably go over this again. And if you have tape hanging off the side of your sole, you're going to want to cut that off, because that's not going to work. Alright? If it starts to become loose, don't worry about it, because you'll be stepping on it. Eventually it'll stick, or, it'll stick. Okay, just pull this in. Right. And then bring this around, fold it over, bring this around. Shit. Okay. Now, if it's not neat, it's fine, okay? That's basically how the bottom of my sole looks. Not my actual sole. That'd be embarrassing. Tapes and laces. Okay? So that's what the bottom looks like. And the reason it's upside down is so that you can bend it and just push it in. Just like that. And it will go. Now, the reason I did this is one of the comments one of my friends made was, it must be so uncomfortable to have a knot right by your foot. And I said, yeah, possibly. And then, for some reason, this morning, when I was trying to put my shoe on, it wouldn't fit, so I took my foot out and the sole came out, and then I made a discovery. I was like, oh man, let me just tuck it in the bottom. Alright, so now you have everything under your main sole. Okay? Try that on. Make sure it's comfortable. Oh, wow, it fits better than my other foot. Okay, it's gonna be weird. Anyway, so put that in. Put your foot in, and if it's too bumpy and rigid at the bottom, you either did something wrong, or you can take your extra sole and just stick it in there, and it should fit even more snug and more comfortably. And yeah, it does. So that is how you put your laces under your sole. Alright? Thanks for watching. I don't think I'll ever do a tutorial again. I think that went horribly. Pretty bad at instructions and my feet. So, anyway, I hope this helped. If this is what you're looking for, I hope this helped, and I'll see you in my next video, which is not going to be a tutorial.